So when I unwrapped my boat this spring and was getting it ready for fishing, I noticed that I was getting a little bit of a funny noise as I was putting the motor all the way down. The trim, the hydraulics on the trim sounded a little rough. You can hear it in there a little bit. And decided it was probably time to check my fluid in there. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing you want to do is raise your motor all the way up. And then when the motor's all the way up, you want to engage your latch here so that if anything happens, you know, and the tilt motor fails in any way, the motor's not going to come down on you. All right. So this is a Mercury motor I have, and you can see, and I think most of these are pretty similar, but you can see there's a cap right here, and it's got a little slot in it right here for a screwdriver. Be very careful so you don't mess this up. You know, be easy on it, be gentle. You're going to pop that loose and go nice and slow. It could have a little air and it could be a little pressurized. Go nice and slow. You'll see as you start to take this cap off and it breaks that seal, if it starts leaking out of there, then you're probably in pretty good shape. But if, like me, you're low, you're not going to see anything coming out of there. I need to put some fluid in there. So that's the next step. So I got some trim and tilt fluid. You can find this pretty much anywhere, at a Walmart or you know, at a marine store, anywhere like that. Auto parts store usually have this. It has the nozzle that fits directly into that hole where the cap was, and you just squirt it in there and until it fills up, and then close it up, and then I'll show you the rest. So now that we've got it filled and we've got that cap back on there tight, we're going to want to take the motor all the way down and all the way back up a couple of times to work any air out of there, and then we'll check it again to see if we need to put any more fluid in there or not. Alright, so we've took it down and back up a couple of times. Now we're going to pop this back open and see if we need to put any more oil in, or sorry, fluid in. And nope, we got it running out of there, so that means we're good. We've worked any air out of there and we're in good shape. While we're down here, we clean up a little bit here. But while we're down here, it's not a bad idea to get yourself a little marine grease and just pop a little marine grease on the end of these rams, just so it makes it nice and smooth going in and out of there. And that's all there is to it.